we've got English played as Szalami, French played as Grubby, classic English-French duo versus an HRE French duo by Le Grand and Crackedy. I'm just gonna go back to like the regular UI because of some fatal error that's happening. Jeff, I don't know if I'm going to the Red Bull Wololo tournament in Germany, but I will definitely be watching it, so we'll see. It might be fun to go to Heidelberg just to watch. So we'll see. This is our beloved Boulder Bay map, it looks like. There's so many fish in the center of the map. Do you see this? I'm not sure what players are going to be going after, if they're going to be going after a pretty large fishing economy, which I would assume they would be doing, or if they're going after more of the land, taking land control and map control. Sacred site right here at the center of the like bottom south corner, and then we also have a north sacred site on this island. Both of these players seem to be going out for a dock right now. So we've got a dock in the makings from Crackedy right now. Scout trying to wreak some havoc from Szalami. Also a dock south of there from Le Grand. Dock right across the water coming in for Szalami. We do see a transport ship. Okay. Transport ship already out for Szalami. I'm assuming he's gonna go straight up for that corner. Actually don't know where he's headed. I can check on the prices of the boats. We got a fishing boat for 75, fishing boat for 67, so it is a little bit cheaper for English players. Transport ship is going to be pretty successful, laying down several of these villagers right across the lake. Immediately start sieging down the dock from Le Grand. It's just, this is so Szalami, like a very Szalami move. Gonna deny that dock relatively quickly. There is a pretty big lake though, so Le Grand could go up north and simply just build. Crackedy's like, not for me, bruh, and starts building up a wall. So Le Grand has to invest once again more wood into a dock, which is pretty expensive, especially when you're playing as French, when you really just want to focus on your food and gold right in the beginning. He has sent a lot of villagers to wood. So his age up's going to be a little bit slower than normal. As for other players as well, Grubby did go up to the northern side of the map to place his dock down. Dock completely burned down by Szalami's units. We've got also more villagers back in there. Gonna be skirting around this wall that Crackedy made and sieging down the dock immediately. Oh my gosh, that is so frustrating for Le Crackedy and Le Grand, losing both their early docks right now. Le Grand is building up another dock just north of there. So if Szalami spots that out, it's not going to be good, especially since I think he is probably going to be, oh, he sees a tower right there up in the corner. So we'll see what Szalami is seeing. We can see on the map that he sees that in place through the fog of war. And we also have, yeah, he spots out that tower. So I think tower is probably a little bit better defense right now, and already see the villagers moving their way back into the transport ship, headed over, sees the dock, sees that tower, and wow, all you need for the English, this is like that 6 villager, you know, short range archer move, but is going straight for the docks. Second tower is going to be canceled by Le Grand. This is just complete back and forth from both players right now. Looks like they're trying to repair. A couple of those villagers are trying to repair that dock. Szalami literally just turns around and shoots them with arrows. And so now Crackedy has not only lost a dock, but also lost 2 villagers right there. Scout getting pulled back, going to be fending off this guy, really. The scout also from this side. We also see another bit of scout movement out on the south side of the map. No one has taken over that northern sacred site or anything, sent any villagers up there, but we do see a pretty big wall out here from Crackedy. Crackedy did not build another dock, so it's kind of stuck there. He did decide to go up to the next age with the Aachen Chapel and is building a market. I'm gonna look right here at his where he sits. Probably gonna be trading out a little bit of that gold right now. Szalami building a tower on the gold of Crackedy, just being very, very aggressive on this map where it's normally hard to be aggressive, hard to get across the map, hard to be because there is a huge lake in between both teams. Szalami has decided to overcome that. Puts down a tower right at the placement of the gold from Crackedy right now. Doesn't have any stone. Let's see if he has stone income. No stone income, so can't do any placements right now. There are 2 docks that he's going to continue sieging down. I do hear a sound going off on the south side of the map. One of the scouts from Le Grand is trying to siege down this dock. I don't know where these villagers are headed, but they are pulling off a really good tower rush, it seems. One of the other golds from Crackedy is out on the front base. Actually, both Le Grand and Crackedy have a forward, a gold, pretty close to each other. Another tower getting placed down by Szalami right now. And Grubby's just booming. Grubby is continuously has got sheep really close, doesn't need to worry about that, is continuing to get gold. Playing as French, has been sending knights all the way across the map. So we do see a knight and scout combo coming out from there. Several of these villagers were building a dock, have decided to stop building a dock, so I'm not really sure what they're up to. Several of the fishing ships trying to get out of the way from this Hulk. Also, there's another Hulk from Grubby out on the map right now. So feudal age ships out doing some damage. And Szalami has those villagers out on their way. Oh my gosh, just starting to hammer wood. I don't know. Just being a nuisance to the base of Crackedy. So Crackedy is kind of pushed back. Luckily, he has more gold on this side, is sending out spears, and has a wood line over by the Aachen Chapel. Hulk from Grubby seems to be following some of those fishing ships around. Gonna be taking out another one from Le Grand. Oof, and we've got a pretty big battle between both of these players. Spin to win. Both the ships are spinning back and forth to get out some of the shots right now. Grubby actually is about to lose this Hulk, or not. Is running away. Actually, not losing that Hulk. Hulk is going to make it. Is it going to make it? Is it going to make it? I also heard the sound of another. Somebody must have been placing something. Also, I see a galley out for our HRE player. I thought I heard the sound of another landmark getting placed down, but I'm not sure. Also, Szalami has put emplacements on these outposts right now. It's going to be burning down this mining camp, completely denying this large gold from Crackedy. And also Szalami's got a galley out as well. So a couple Hulks from Le Grand. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, disappeared. And a galley moving out towards the fishing economy. You know, it's like you can sacrifice this ship knowing that you'll get a couple of those down. Actually doesn't get that ship quite down. Grubby's knights have made it into the base of Le Grand, and I don't think Le Grand has completely noticed necessarily, because a lot of his villagers are under attack. That spear is going to be able to take out that royal knight. There's several spears out from Crackedy, which are able to do some defending, but otherwise, there are a couple spears from Le Grand. Not a lot of military units out. Most of the battle has been happening out on the water. I do see a big push of blue ships. Oh my gosh, 4 hulks making their way out across the map from Grubby's side. Most of the fishing eco is down here, kind of in the middle of the map. Hulks are going to be trying to take out this dock right here on the southeast corner of the lake. We also hear some sounds going off. It looks like, I don't know what's going on with this dock, like if it's like a bug or something, but that dock is like denied completely, and there's like a little bit of a battle happening in between this like transport ship and galley. I think the transport ship was like sitting there to prevent this dock from going up. And a little bit of a sleeping ship from Szalami, because I think Szalami is, no, has a dock still active. So not sure what that fishing ship is doing up there up north. We do see a couple outposts going off against each other. All outposts, both outposts from Szalami have emplacements in them. I don't know where those villagers went though. He did have like 3 or like 4 villagers up north, so I'm not sure like where they've completely headed to, or if they headed out down south and set up a proxy base. Szalami is sending out longbows right now, which is a very smart move considering there's only spears out on the map from Le Crackedy and Le Grand. Also, thank you for the sub. And we've got a got more royal knights out here denying these villagers. Well, those villagers did put up this dock completely. It's going to be sieged down by one of these knights, and more of the royal knights are making their way across the map. Most of the military units from Crackedy are up here kind of in the main base, which are spears, but then he's also trying to do some work with 3 hulks out on the map. So we'll see if he can do some damage to some of the fishing economy from his teammates. I don't know if Szalami has built another dock just yet. I'm gonna let in Sora really quick. She's outside. And those docks, those fishing ships are just sitting ducks right now. Oh, and Grubby's fishing eco is also getting taken out by these 3 hulks. I don't know where the defensive ships are. I think most of Grubby's defense ships are out on the other side of the map. He does have some fishing ships along for the ride. And it's gonna take him a while to get across the lake. So he is sending in 2 more hulks, trying to take out a couple of these ships that did quite a bit of damage to the fishing eco. They are probably going to be able to spot out these ships, but it seems like they're heading over to the northern island right now. I hear some sounds going off still for Szalami. Pushing into the base, we've got another tower denying this wood line, and 2 more knights. Also more knights coming out for Le Grand from this one stable that's built. But Maya and these longbowmen are trying to take out several of these villagers, which are chasing them down. If he can bring them over to here and he puts those, yeah, that's just, that hurts. A couple of the knights also making their way into battle. They have to watch out for several of those spears, but those towers are going to get some hits off on those spears. probably clean them up right now, but there are men-at-arms out from Crackedy, who's playing as HRE. Burgrave Palace has been placed down. I do hear the sounds for Salami to age up to age 3. Not sure if anyone else is going to be going up to Castle Age, but this access to gold is really what is supporting that men-at-arms economy. And also, Crackedy has been forced to go pretty heavy on the farms for this early on in the game. We're about 15 minutes in. And at least though the Aachen Chapel is really coming through, good placements of the Aachen Chapel, getting the stone and food right now. Hear a couple defensive sounds going off. These men-at-arms are going to be able to siege down this tower, and villagers from Salami are moving their way back into the proxy base. Grubby continues to try to secure the water, and I think he's actually done it. All the docks have been taken out from their opponent, and the water is solely belongs to Salami and Grubby. Grubby is sending more knights over to that proxy base. And a couple of those royal knights trying to come out and siege down these towers that Salami has placed pretty much everywhere. Salami is now up in the Castle Age as well. So we've got 2 French feudal players, and then an HRE in age 3 and an English in age 3 as well. That proxy base continues to grow from Salami. We're going to see a lot more longbowmen out here in just a second. Also probably a mixing of crossbows, which would be a perfect counter for this grouping. Ooh, I don't know though. If he's not fast enough, they're going to get sieged down. Yep, that's a crossbowman that I was talking about. Grubby bringing over some of the hulks to help. If they can get some shots out on these knights are definitely going down. Yep, knights getting taken out. Really strong defense from those ships, protecting the teammate as best as they can. I also hear more sounds going off. Royal Knight did make its way into the main base of Crackedy, so Grubby is just continuing to send knights into those bases. It looks like though these men-at-arms are going to be doing their best to take care of several of these proxy base buildings. More crossbowmen are coming out from Salami, and actually because there is a Springald emplacement in this outpost, a couple of those men-at-arms did go down. One of Royal Knights on the way from Le Grand, and we've got Grubby actually building up, like, just continues to send them out around the map. We see just like 2 at a time. Really enough defense, and if you look at the water, it's completely blue right now. Yeah, he's just like defending off any new fishing eco that's going to be coming in from the opposing team. So Grubby is really holding the waterfront, where it seems that Salami is just trying to do a lot of harassment on the front end. Forward keep is going to get placed down by Crackedy, so that'll be shutting down probably most of the proxy base from Salami. And we also see a second TC from Crackedy, which is surprising. So he probably won't be going Palace of Swabia if he does decide to go to the next age. He's really just trying to focus on eco, I guess. I think Grubby is trying to build up a little bit of military here at the front lines. I don't think he's trying to see if those hulks will be able to shoot this keep. They aren't quite there yet. I do hear some sounds going off. There must be Crackedy seem to have gotten a dock up, but these hulks just continue to patrol the water and prevent any of the opposing teams from getting any of the resources, which are like tons of fish out on this lake. Like there are tons of fish right here. Like it's just covered. And so really once you have that water, it's just time slowly starts to dwindle. before you can defend against just the economy that gets built by having so much food. I don't see, like, I would actually not be surprised if they decided to take the sacred site, just because really Crackedy and Le Grand are kind of pinched right now. It's hard for them to spread out south because there is that proxy base from Szalami. And so it's hard for them to get down from that area. Also, we see a trebuchet posted up by Szalami and a couple other siege workshops on their way as well. And this is what Szalami, you know, has an economy to build siege right now. We've got knights at the front line protecting this. And once that keep goes down, there's not going to be very much protection for Crackedy and Le Grand. Just check on Le Grand right now. Le Grand is struggling to bring in the food economy. That's what I was saying, like the food economy, once it gets 9 and you're like hitting, you know, like the 10-15 minute mark of the game, you lost out on a lot of food on the water. Like, look at how many ships Grubby's got out here, and look at how many ships that Szalami has. This is the trade ship that you guys were talking about. Just, yeah, really strong trade route for Grubby, who seems to be going all the way to the opposite side. So almost like the farthest you can get across the lake. That's just like very, 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 very strong. Dropping off 279. I don't know if you guys saw that. 279 gold and wood. That is just siege for free. Literally gold and wood for free for Grubby. If we look at Grubby's economy right now, look at that. Look at that income looking very, very healthy for Castle Age. Le Grand is trying to push back, still in feudal as French. I'm going to check in on Grubby's main base. See, he went up with the Royal Institute. So those research technologies are going to be coming through for Grubby, and Grubby's going to continue pushing in and actually going to be able to wipe out some of these stronger units. We've got 4 trebuchets out for Szalami right now. Szalami seems to be going crossbows and siege. And this is perfect against the men-at-arms. I don't see any Lanishkiniks. I only see men-at-arms. And there is one Mangonel out there trying to clean up some of those crossbowmen, get them out of the way. But when you have Royal Knights on the front line, building out siege, especially that close, you run the risk of losing them, and that's what happened to Crackedy. Crackedy is losing any of the siege that they're sending out right there. I see emergency repairs coming in for his siege workshop, and Crackedy here has surrendered for this game 6 of best of 13 between these players. So we've got a little bit more of a lead between Grubby and Szalami, possibly, unless Le Grand does not surrender in this. I don't think Le Grand. And there we go. And Le Grand has surrendered as well. So we have an even larger gap and lead between Grubby and Szalami versus Crackedy and Le Grand.